All right, but all right, everybody, welcome back. I think this is episode part 6 of our walking tour through the historic older parts of downtown Long Beach, and we're gonna be going on more into the little residential neighborhoods that are just slightly and literally touching the downtown Long Beach area, older original neighborhoods. We had that big earthquake, I think it was back in 1933, and Emmanuel Richard, thank you for that. I appreciate that reminder. I had forgotten all about that. So Long Beach suffered a lot of damage. A lot of buildings collapsed or were at the point of near collapsed, couldn't be saved. Downtown Long Beach was devastated. It was so bad that the Department of Defense had the crews from the Navy ships that were parked off the beach there in Long Beach, and we're going to do a video about that here pretty soon. They came into the city to provide security, rescue, medical services, food, assistance, because the city services were overwhelmed. Those crews and those battleships, and they came from the battleships and cruisers and destroyers. Some of those crews wound up seeing action at Pearl Harbor, and a lot of those ships that they came off that were moored off the beach here in downtown Long Beach were at Pearl Harbor. We'll talk about that in another episode. So a lot of the construction at the time pretty much was older brick style construction from that period or before, which obviously couldn't withstand that devastating earthquake and collapsed. A lot of the residential was more this type, what you're seeing. This is kind of almost mint condition. What pretty much a lot of the businesses, but most of the residential was this wood-sided 2 or 3 tall type apartment type complex. This one is in pristine condition. Check. Beautiful, the side, the little balconies that pop out. So pretty much most of them are gone, but there's still a lot of them left, and we're going to try and capture as many as we can on this little walking tour we're going to do. So stick around, it's going to be interesting, it's going to be pretty, a lot of nice colors, beautiful Saturday morning out here. Also, real quick, let's send out our hearts and our prayers and our loved, and I know the world is going to come to the assistance of the country of Myanmar after they suffered that horrible earthquake, 7.7 on the Richter scale last night. Let's send our love and our prayers. That was a big one, and it caused a lot of damage. Anyways, let's keep doing our little walk here. By the way, to the people of Myanmar, we send you our love and our prayers, guys. This apartment building has always fascinating the daylights out of me whenever I come by, and I absolutely love those original Earl Flynn type wooden and narrow, rinky-dink, flimsy balconies on the side, complete with Mexican or Spanish or Mediterranean tile roof. And it goes together, obviously, complements the front Mediterranean or Spanish style design on their building. Beautiful, beautiful, sweet little building. So like I said, we're not going to be discussing roads or intersections or anything like that. At least try not to. Just to give the residents, these are people's homes. We want to give everybody their privacy and always thinking about any type of safety concerns. So just a quick overall. Beautiful, beautiful, colorful, picturesque. Like always, plenty of just absolutely inviting little sidewalks. What fantasy land have I stepped into? What Brothers Grimm fairy tale nightmare is about to come true here? But and look at the beautiful, splendid, totally restored home. Let's keep going. And it's just one little pleasant surprise after the other. Look at that guy off in the distance. And forever that contrast I love about older original Long Beach being mixed in with the more modern downtown skyscrapers you're used to seeing. And check this out. As I pan back out of this shot, this is all original wood-sided construction. you'd see similar type residential construction, this type wood-sided, uh, different names, California bungalows, wood clap siding. Uh, you'd see the same similar. The only place I've ever seen similar type residential and where the city was built up of a lot of this is up in San Francisco. Now, San Francisco, up until recently, which has become really let themselves go, it was the most fascinating, probably the most beautiful city in America. But most of this construction, although there's still some of this original in neighborhoods, certain pockets where the people restore and give them a lot of love and stuff, most of this, even up there, is gone. How cool is that? And off in the distance, way off over there, is the modern high-rise tower. Let's keep going. And like always, the ever-present, inviting sidewalks. And beautiful, beautiful. The owner has given his house a lot of love. Got a couple surprises here. Let's set up, take pictures of these. All right, guys, there's another inviting sidewalk. Let's go ahead and take a walk and see what we see. I had to stop and show you this house. This looks like it was sliced in half, but its counterpart is right there next to it. Let's keep going. And yes, always got to have that California mandatory palm tree in the picture. Check out this. Is probably one of the most unusually shaped buildings I've seen. That is so cool. We're here at the corner of Cedar and 7th Street. I forgot all about this wonderful, it's a massive church building. Belongs to the Second Simonian Congregational Church. She's massive and she's absolutely beautiful. Let's take a good look at her real quick. Okay, in case any members of the congregation, the Second Samoan Congregational Church, stumble upon my video, I send you a lot of love. Complete with this beautiful round rotunda roof. Looks like we may have suffered a little bit of fire or smoke damage here recently. And look at that entrance, that grand cathedral type or Greek Athens type columns, that massive entrance that's meant to impress. Let's keep going. Sometimes as I walk deeper into the residential parts of of Long Beach, downtown Long Beach, I could swear I'm back in Louisiana somewhere. It gets better. And always the ever inviting sidewalk.